This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, hi everyone. Good morning all.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Just a moment. Great. Okay. Share my screen. Okay. So today, right, very first day, what we'll do is to start with this Linux administration. Okay. Meanwhile, we cover introduction. You guys will get a little bit of comfortable with the Azure portal. So here, Azure account creation. So we'll be starting your Azure account creation. Okay, that is the first thing we'll see here because we require this Azure account so that we can start your Linux first. For that reason, we require this Azure. So let's go and create a Azure account. So once you create this Azure account, so once you perform this Azure account creation, we need to do two things here. Very first, we'll be starting with your how to launch or create a virtual machine. Very first thing we have to see how to create a virtual machine, then how to connect virtual machine, how to connect virtual machine. So how to create a virtual machine, how to connect. In this connection also there are different ways you can connect. One is with your cloud shell, then you can make your connection with your command prompt. Okay, command prompt, and also you can use your putty in case you want to make use of your putty. You can make use of your putty, or if any other tool you have, you can connect with that. So first thing we have to perform this one so that our hands gets clean on machine creation so that we can start our hands-on part. Okay, start learning the basics of Linux before we start your DevOps and Azure. So this is what we require. Okay, once we complete this one, then I'll drive you to the introduction of your DevOps. Okay, introduction of your DevOps, and then we'll start your Linux administration. So this is the first thing, because it's the first day. Let's create accounts, because once you create account, once you create the machines, delete the machines, you'll get little bit of hands free on the Azure account, right? So let's move on. So I have my account here. You guys will get a free tier account. Mm, okay, so just go in Google and search Azure account creation. Okay, Azure account. Okay, just type Azure account creation. You'll get this link, azure.microsoft.com. Okay, azure.microsoft.com. Just take this link. Okay, take this link. Okay, this is the URL for that. Once you click on this URL, once you click on the URL, you get your free account from here. Okay, start, create a free account. Now, can you go on mute? Sudarshan, could you please go on mute? Thank you. Okay, fine. So, see, it is redirecting me to some account. Okay, but when you go click on this filter account, it will take you to registration page. I'll walk you through what are the steps. It is a very simple account creation. So click on open this portal. Okay, just type that microsoft.azure.com. Okay, once you type it, you'll get this free account. Okay, so okay, free account. Click on free account, start free. Once you click on free, enter your email id, enter your full email id, any of the Gmail account id. If you have, just enter that Gmail account. Okay, enter a password, create a password for yourself. Okay, create a password for yourself. Then they'll be giving us puzzle here. Solve the puzzle, like identify where the vehicles, where the traffic lights. Okay, so where are the birds, or identical things, right? Just resolve that puzzle. Okay, yes, if you see, this is how the puzzle is given. Identify two identical things, so which are too common, right? Identify those and then resolve it. Once you verify this one, now enter profile details according to credit card, debit card details. If you have credit card, go with credit card, debit card. It is not for any deduction or something right now, because when you're creating an account, they will verify whether this user is genuine user or not. Okay, and until you pay the bill, they will not deduct the amount. Until you pay the bill, they'll not deduct the amount when you're in the free tier account. Okay, in the free tier account, by default they'll give you some. See, they're giving them 13,030, right? So but here now the price is increased, so they're giving 15k free 15,000 they're giving you. It is not charged from credit card. None of the amount is taken from credit card. Credit card is just to verify whether you're genuine user or not. Just to verify whether you're genuine user or not. That's it. But you will be getting, okay, you will be getting this 15,000 credit for next 30 days. 15,000 credit for next 30 days. Okay, you'll be getting free. So you can play around with your account with your Azure. Fine. Now then start giving the address, proper address. Here I am given DevOps. Okay, this is a very old account. So here make sure that enter your profile details according to credit card, debit card. Now for example, in my debit card, my name starts with T Sagar. So give your T. Okay, last name is Sagar. So give whatever the name is in which sequence, whatever the sequence the name is there. If it is K Kumar, give K Kumar. Whatever is written in the credit card, give the same name. If something starts with Kiran Kumar, give Kiran Kumar. If it is Satish Kumar, give Satish Kumar. So give, enter the details, because this name is going to reflect at the payment page. At the payment page, it will reflect it. So give the exact name, enter your email ID. Okay, and then it will ask your phone number. It will ask you to verify the verification code, verify it. Okay, and then organization is student. Okay, you want to don't enter the PAN card details, optional. and enter the full address, guys. Okay, don't address just one line, two lines address. Give the proper address, because if you don't enter the proper address, after some time again they'll send a confirmation email saying that upload your any of the proof, any of the address proof they will ask. So better to put a proper address here. Once you put the address, click on agree and next. Okay, and then I understand. Okay, subscription details selected, sign up. So once you're done, it see the correct same name came. It's not allowed to change now. This name has come automatically. I didn't type it. Okay, Devops state came directly. If you see here, what are the name you gave? Devops trainer, first name, last name, according to the debit card, credit card. That's why read it properly before you go each step. Enter the profile details according to debit card, credit card details. So what do you enter? Username, password, username, and first name. The same name should be in your debit card, credit card. Okay, and then the card number and your year and date and the same address whatever you typed. Okay, so why this is done? To verify your verification. Okay, to verify. Okay, verify. Right now if you see, you read it properly, it is saying that you won't be charged unless you move to pay as you go pricing. Currently we are in the free account, we are not going to move to pay as you go pricing account right now, because 1 month we have free. Okay, 1 month we have free. So now enter your details. Once you enter details, okay, and sign up, it will charge you 2 rupees. 2 rupees it will take for verification whether the payment is happening properly or not through that credit card, debit card. So 2 rupees is deducted. Confirm that code, whatever the OTP you get it, and confirm it. Once you confirm, they'll ask you some confirmation page, and finally account is created. Finally your account is created. Fine. So main step here is the eighth step, number 8, where you enter your name according to debit card, credit card details. Rest everything is a normal page. Okay, normal sign in page. Okay, let's go again. So open this URL, click on free account. Okay, you'll get a start free here, click on that. Okay, it will ask you for an email ID. Enter the email ID, enter a password, create your own password. Okay, once you click on the password, they'll ask you to solve a puzzle. Solve the puzzle. Once you solve a puzzle, the verification is completed, and now enter your details. That means when you create an account, give your first name and last name according to the debit or credit card which you're going to use it. Okay, and then enter the full address of that, verify your OTP with the phone, and once that is done, okay, accept the conditions, click on next, and then come for your payment details. Add your credit card, debit card, whichever it is, both it will work. Not debit card, credit card, both it will work. Okay, Visa or Mastercards. Okay, whatever it is, it will accept it, and then enter the full address properly, and then sign up. Once you sign up, you will take it to the payment page. At the payment page, they'll deduct 2 rupees, and these 2 rupees will be reimbursed after 2 hours. After 2 hours, the 2 rupees will come back to you. They'll not charge you. Enter the details, and your account is finally created, and you'll land to this page. You'll see this page, initial page, you'll see this kind of a page. Okay, initial page, you'll see this kind of a page when you enter it. So right now I have already account. My account is already there. Okay, I exceeded my free tier account because it's very long, very old account I'm using it. Okay, very old account. So you'll not see like this. I have all the recent tabs which I'm using, right? So basically you will see this kind of a page. Initially you'll see welcome to Azure. Okay, here you can click start with free tab. Click on see. I am not seeing these tabs only because I already started. I am seeing from here Azure services. So what are the Azure services? That is what I am able to see from here. Okay, so rest of the things I'm not able to see because I already exceeded my free tier account. So you can start from here. Okay, you're getting some trade, click on this, you'll get started from here. Okay, this is a simple account creation where you create this one. Okay, I'll share you this doc after this class. You'll get this doc in your email or your WhatsApp, wherever it is shared. You'll get this doc. Okay, just follow it, create the account. Just follow it, create the account. Okay, once you create the account, okay, once you create the account, now very first we'll see. Okay, very first, okay, I'll walk you through all these tabs later. Okay, each and every tab, what is there, where it is used, everything I'll give you details about it. For now, okay, for now what you'll do is very first because we have to start a Linux practical. When we start the Azure administration, I'll tell you about each and every tab which is available here. We'll speak about each and every tab available. But before that, we want to keep it simple to start a Linux practical, because as per the agenda, we have to start your introduction to DevOps, introduction to DevOps, and then the Linux admin. So first, I'll concentrate on this creation account and how to launch in this machine and connect, so that you can practice once or twice. Meanwhile, in between, I'll cover your introduction to DevOps. So let's go and concentrate on how to create a virtual machine. Now account is created, account is in our place. Okay, account has been created. We log into the account. Now it's time to create a virtual machine. It's time to create a virtual machine. So now let's go and see how to create a virtual machine. Okay, so now I am able to see the services here. Okay, you can click on more services, you'll get lot of services. Complete AWS related services, you'll get it here. Fine, all the services of it, it will get it here. So come back. So very first, if you don't see anything here, just type here, go and type virtual machines. So virtual machine, just type on the virtual machines, it will take you to this page. It will take you to this page. So okay, it is saying create a virtual machine that runs on Linux and Windows. Select the image from the marketplace or use your customized image. Okay, so image is nothing but a OS image, operating system image, right? So here you have a create button, or click on this create button, drop down, create a virtual machine. Click on the first option, create a virtual machine. It will redirect the page. Okay, and now these are the details which you need to fill. Here what will happen? Okay, what it is saying here, create a virtual machine that runs on Linux Windows, select the image according to the marketplace. Fine. Complete the basic tab and then click on review to provision the virtual machine with default parameters, or review each tab with full customization. So it is saying fill the basic one and click on review, or review each and every tab if you want to customize. Only when you want to have a customized details, go with this tab. If you want a default details, skip this one, skip this tag and go to review. Okay, basic with review with the default parameters, basic with all this thing if you want to customize it, right? So let's walk through those. So here, select the subscription, manage, deploy the resources and cost. Use resource group like folders to organize your manage resources. So now subscription, what is this? So the Azure subscription is nothing but your billing. Okay, what do you mean by the subscription? So now when you join a company, they will have an Azure, they will have an Azure account. Okay, there'll be only single Azure account under which you'll be given access, under which they'll be giving you access. So this is my Azure account. This is my Azure account under which I have created one subscription. So what these people will do, they'll create multiple subscriptions. Okay, because now there'll be multiple teams will be using Azure account. So they'll be creating multiple subscriptions. So every subscription will give you a bill. This subscription is based on the billing. So now, for example, you have multiple customers. Okay, one customer is for UK, one customer is for US, one customer is for India. So every customer you'll be creating one subscription, so that what are the resources, what are the services of Azure you're using for that customer, that will be part of one subscription. That will be part of one subscription. So if you want a separate bill to be generated, then you go with this one. So here, what you'll get free tire. You get free tire here one. For me, it is pay as you go model, because I exceeded my account. What are the amount they gave it, I have utilized it. Okay, so you can use your free tile. You will get in the drop down first, that only free tile. Okay, and then resource group. Second thing, what is resource groups? It's a collection of resources that share the same site level permission or policies. So in simple terms, is nothing but this Azure has one of the best feature is that it allows you to create a resource group. That means what are the work you're doing. For example, you're doing one small project. So all the resources, you're creating a virtual machine, you're creating a load balancer, creating a VNet, everything fall under one resource group. So everything will be tracked under one resource group, so that you can easily, when you delete it, right, when you delete something, you simply delete the resource group. All the services under that will be deleted. So whenever you create, it falls under one group. When you delete, when you want to delete the group, everything will go in. So this resource group will allow you to segregate your work. You can segregate your work properly, or you can create your, you can divide your activity into a small groups. So that benefit it provides you. So now subscription is already there. You'll get free tier in place of pay as you go. Now click on create. Okay, so resource group is a container that holds related resources in your Azure solution. Okay, resource group is a collection. Okay, now give a name. I'll say this is DevOps RG, or give any name. I'll say DevOps resource group. I'm just giving a name. You give any name, whichever it is you want. Okay, resource group. I created a resource group called new DevOps RG. Fine. Now create a virtual machine. Okay, create a virtual machine. Subscription is free tier. Resource group you have to create it because this is the group under which these machines are going to be created. Now give a name to a virtual machine. Give any name. I'll say this is my Linux machine. Okay, this is one of my Linux machine. And region, you can select any one region whichever you want. I am going with default EST. There are multiple regions here. Around 56 regions are there. Around 56 regions are available here. And then availability zone. So region is nothing but a location. Okay, region is nothing but a location where your Azure data center is located. Okay, region is where Azure data location, and availability zone is nothing but your data centers. So which data center you want to go? If you select data center, it'll show you which is a zone. Zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. This is called a data centers. Availability zone is called data center. Region is a location. For example, region can be Mumbai. In Mumbai, there are three data centers: zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. Okay. So likewise, they'll give you this one. So I'm saying no redundancy. I don't want any of the data center because it's simple machine. I don't want scale set. I want ability zone. I don't want all this because this will create a duplicate machine, duplicate different data centers. So I say I don't want any redundancy because I don't require it. I want a single machine. Then security type. Okay, they have some security features. So when you launch a machine, you want some additional support from someone, your account getting hacked or your OS just getting right. So here trusted launch virtual machine, you want some security, so I'm saying basic one. I want to go with the basic type. And then launch. Okay, so image, operating system image, you have to launch it. So now default it is giving Ubuntu. If you want to go with the Red Hat, if you want to go some other thing, you have multiple images. Okay, you will click on see images, you'll get lot of images here, whichever you want to select. Fine, I'm going with Red Hat 9.2. Okay, you go with Ubuntu, Red Hat 9.2, whichever it is fine, no issues. Okay, but I'm going with the standard one. We'll speak about it in some time. We'll speak about it this Red Hat as well. So now, so what all things I selected? First I selected my subscription, which is free tier. For you it is free tier. Second is the resource group. Create a resource group and then give a name to a machine. Region, no infrastructure anywhere, standard. Okay, and then image, and then Red Hat image. Fine, and then Red Hat image. Now architecture, leave as it is. It is 64. It will select based on the image. Okay, this is the architecture of that operating system. And then now select a machine to support the workload that runs on. Okay, so now basically when you buy a laptop, you buy any laptop, right? Any laptop you buy it, you'll have like 8 core CPU, 16 GB RAM. Or when you buy a phone, you decide, right, my system configuration of the phone should be like 16 GB, 16 core CPU, okay, 256 GB RAM. So you decide it. Likewise, you have this standard B1, standard B2, standard B4. Again, this A1, A2 depends upon the sizes, because there are no custom sizes. It is all predefined sizes. You want some 10 GB 20 core CPU, if it is available only, then you can select. You can't create your own. Okay, they have defined the standards, you have to follow the standards. Okay, so now I'm going with this basic one. And don't worry about these charges, because you will be getting some, you'll get a pop-up here saying that 15k is enabled, 15,000 is enabled for you to use it. Okay, it will charge from that, so don't worry about that. Fine. Now come to your SSH public key. Okay, so different ways you can connect it here. Okay, so here in this also you can create two types: SSH public key and password. I'll go with the password now. I'll show you SSH public key again. Fine, so take this one. I'll give this as Azure user. I'm saying you can give any user, which is username. I'm just keeping Azure user, and I'll use some capital letters in my password. Create. Okay, Azure user 123 something, I'm keeping it Azure user at the rate 123. Azure user at the rate 123. Right? Now, so we gave the name as well, give the name as well. And now inbound rules. Okay, and everything. This is the firewall protection. This was the firewall rules. This is SSH, because to connect to a machine we require SSH service, and that uses your port 22. So these are all your firewall rules. Okay, leave as it is, leave as it is, fine. So just a moment, what I'll do is let me add the screenshot so that you can refer that to avoid confusion.
Like, Sagar, can I ask you a question now, or should I ask at the end of the
Yeah, yeah,
session?
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah. So when you said the resource group, right? That one, can you
Hmm.
please give an example in real time? Do they create for development environment or production environment like that, or
Yes,
how do they
yes.
create?
So basically now, for example, you're doing one activity. You require one virtual machine, you require a load balancer, you require a virtual network, and require 5 7 services of your Azure for one activity. Okay, for example, you're doing some non-production activity. You are doing some non-production activity. So you require 5 6 resources. So what happens when you create resources, you're creating individually those resources. But when you want to delete those, okay, for example, you created 20 virtual machines. Okay, now creation is fine, you created it according to the activity. Now you have to terminate those. You have to terminate those, or you have to track those. Where are my 20 resources? In that situation, it becomes very difficult to track those. To overcome that challenge, what this Azure people have done it, they created the concept of resource group, where you get a chance to track your resource group. You get a chance to track your resource group with the create a resource group name under your all sorry tracking all the resources with your resource group. So that is where they created the concept of your resource group. So that what happens when you delete it, right, you don't need to delete each individual service one by one. Simply what you do, you go and delete, you don't delete this resource group whatever it is under this, because when you create a machine, machine is alone not created. Machine has a IP address, machine has a DNS name, machine has a disk. Okay, machine has some networking details. All these are created as part of it. Now for example, if you just create directly, we don't know where is the network created, we don't know where is the volume created, we don't know where is that additional IP address is attached to it. That deletion becomes very difficult. So that is the reason this resource group, what it does, it creates, or it creates a container, or it creates a wrapper where all your resources are kept in one place. You can easily track it, and you can easily delete those when you want to clean up. So that's creates a flexibility. And also it also helps you, for example, in your same, for example, you're working for one project. Let's suppose you created a subscription saying that you're working for some US based project. Okay, under which there are multiple teams. There's DevOps team, there are QA team, there are development team, and there are various teams working on it. So everyone will create, I will create my DevOps resource group, QA will create QA resource group. So that people, what they'll do, in single subscription, single billing, these people have different teams. So every team will create the resource group and they will work under it. Okay, and then they will try to delete those things only. Otherwise, what will happen, this, if you create everything in under a single roof and someone deletes your resources, it becomes very difficult to again track those. That's the reason they brought this concept of resource group, where you can segregate your work. Segregate your work depends upon team levels, or depends upon your activity level, you can segregate your work. That is where this resource group will help you. Clear?
Okay,
I
thank
mean
you.
that
So the resource
gives some
group is like, yeah, got it. Thank you. And in the each resource group, say for example, like the QA creates one resource group, and for production we have another resource group. Under that, the resources are nothing but whatever like you have the created, you have users. The resources are nothing but SQL server or whatever the Azure services that we use, right? That's what the resources are nothing but, right?
yeah, resources are anything. It can be a virtual machine, it can be a SQL server, it can be any of them. Whatever the
Okay,
activity you're doing, that all that Azure services are nothing but resources.
okay, got it. Yeah,
Azure
yeah,
services. What are the Azure services? You add a disk, you create a disk, you create an IP address. That are services. That are Azure
okay.
services. In simple term, more simple terms, a resource group
Mhm.
is nothing but a folder. Now, example, I
Yeah.
have my folder, Devops folder. In that, I am creating all my files, directories, images. Same way, your resource group is kind of a container. That
Mhm.
container, inside the container, I'm putting all my resources, one resources which I'm going to create.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Right? So now, basic things we have created. Subscription is done. Resource group, we created a resource group, gave a name, selected the region, which region he should create. He should create in US or any other region. Select any region. Okay. No infrastructure redundancy because I don't want a redundant machine. I want a single machine. Security type is standard. Okay. Again, when you start Azure, right, that time I'll explain you each and every option. What is this standard? What is this confidential? I'll explain you later. Now keep it simple to just create a machine. Image, okay, is your operating system image, like simple, right? When you buy a bare metal laptop or an empty laptop, you have to put the operating system. Same way here, as we cannot put the operating system in the data center, so that's why case they allowing us to create or select a image from here to create a machine. Then size is standard. Okay, size is standard, which is asterisk. See, mostly we're covering all the asterisks only. Okay, what are the important things we are covering? Standard b1s. Okay, and then you have username, Azure user, and Azure password is here, and then default put. Okay, I'm not changing anything. And then just go through. This is the disk management. By default, they're giving you 64 GB disk here. I will allow this. If you want to attach a new disk, we can attach it. Click on next. It will take you to the networking concept. By default, it will create a virtual network. I told you, right? When you create a machine, along with you, a lot of things get created. It becomes difficult to track those. That's the reason this resource group is in the picture, where it will create all your required. Okay, if you want a load balancer, etc., it will allow you to create it from here. So your public IP, private IP, etc. things will create it for you. And then your management. If you want to give someone's ID here, you want to create with some role or something, you want to enable backup of this, you want to enable auto shutdown, okay, etc. things here, you can do it. Then your monitoring. If you want to monitor this server health check, how this server is working, you want to get some alert whenever the server goes down. So all the things you can do it here. Then advanced level. Okay, in the advanced level, you have a custom data. For example, before this machine gets created, make sure you install all this software inside this machine, or do some create some files for me, or create some other data for me. You can type the customized data here, right? Now click on next. You have your tags. Tag is just an identification for the name. Already we gave it for the basic, we gave the name, so not required. Okay, if you want to still give some labels, you say that this machine is a non-production machine. I'm saying this is the name, and this is the non-prod. Okay, non-prod machine, this is a non-production machine. Okay, you want to give some value, you can give the value just for your verification, just a label to categorize your work, right? So that is how you can give it. How many labels, you that many labels you can give it, right? Now click next, click on review. So when you click on review, this will run some validation. That means it validate each and everything. It will tell you what is the cost. Okay, using some basic standard one, bs1, one core cpu, 1 GB ram. What is the subscription? It is 0.8. That means in the INR, right, per hour it is charging 0.8. Okay, less than a rupee, less than a rupee it is charging, fine. So now for you it is a free time, so you won't get charged, but still you will be able to see the cost. You'll be able to see the cost here. Validation passed, fine. It will validate everything. See, my details, so my credit card details are coming here. Okay, this is my name in that, this is my email ID, all the details are coming. And what are you filled it, the basic details, it is here. See, Red Hat, resource group, Linux, standard, etc. things, all the details are here. Okay, You can pick up all the details from here, cross check here, and see it is giving a label to everything. That machine label it is giving to everything. These are getting, these many things are getting created. See, okay, IP address, network resources, etc. things are getting created. Okay, and now click on create. Click on create. Once you click on create, okay, it is saying initializing the template deployment to the resource DevOps group is creating your resource group first, and then you will create your machine under it. Okay, first the resource group will be created, then the machine will be created. So it will take some time. It will run the deployment for some time. Fine. So it is creating all these resources under this. Okay, your Linux machine, they require some networking, compute network. Okay, your virtual network, your networking related to network security group, some firewall rules, some IP address. So all the things, multiple things it will create you. Fine. So what is a subscription? My subscription is pay as you go model. Your is free tier and your resource group name. Fine. Once it is successful, you'll get this alert notification here. Deployment succeeded. You can click on resource. Okay, click on your go to resource. You'll find it here. Go to resource. You'll find it here. Fine. Or even if you just refresh this page, you see the recent it will show. Or click on virtual machines. Inside a virtual machine, you'll be able to see this one. Okay, it will show you everything. Okay, Devops machine. Okay, what is that? Type is virtual machine. Name is Linux machine. You gave a name. Virtual machine subscription, your resource group, which location you created, what is the IP address of that, extra details will give you. Right? Click on it, and now you have your connect button here. Now you have your connect button here. Here you will see your connect button. Okay. So okay, if you want to connect it, but right now use username password to not required here. Not required here. So I'll show you now. So here what we did, we saw how to create a machine. Now machine is created. Our work is done. Machine creation is done. We created a machine. Machine is ready now. Fine. Now how to connect that machine? One way is you'll get the steps here. You click on this, you'll say connect. They'll give you some steps here. How to connect the machine, etc. things. They'll give you all. You want to connect with SSH, LLS, SSH, native SSH, Azure CLI, etc. things. Okay. Now close this one, click on the machine, come back. Okay, now here you have all the information like your resource group name, your status is running, your location, your subscription ID, what you have, your operating system, etc. details are here. All the details will be here. You'll get each and every details of your machine here. Okay, we'll see this later. Now let's see, concentrate how to connect the machine. Creating, we did it, we created that steps. Okay, what are the steps we have added? We created the machine. Now it's time to connect the machine. Let's see how to connect, either with the cloud shell or with the cloud prompt or with the putty, anyone. So you can take anything. So I'll take you to command prompt now. Cloud shell I'll show you tomorrow because it will eat some of your time now for creating the cloud shell. Okay, so if you're in Windows or if you're on Mac or anything, fine, you might have your, if it is a Mac, you have item, you can use your item. There's something called item. Okay, in your item to terminal is there in your Mac, it will be there by default. You can pick up that. If you're in Windows, okay, if you're in Windows, go for your CMD. Command prompt is there, right? Click on command prompt, CMD. Click on command prompt. Okay, click on this command prompt. Command prompt is opening. So once a command prompt opens, okay, here what you do is just type your command as ssh user. What is the user? Azure user at the rate your public IP address. Okay, public IP address, public IP address, fine. And it will prompt for your password. Prompt for your password. What are the password you have kept it? It will prompt for the password. Okay, it will prompt for your password, right? So now let's go here. See your public IP address and your private. But why there are two IP address? Any machine will have a unique IP rate. Why public and private? Have you ever thought why they are giving two IP address? Any machine will have, your laptop will also have only private IP, not the public IP. When it comes to cloud, you'll get two IP addresses. One is public, one is private. Right now, you're creating a machine where in ESU, somewhere in US region, you're creating it. You're sitting in some other location and you're trying to create a machine. Okay, and also this machine is getting created in one data center. Okay, in one of the data center, this machine is getting created. So now here any machine will have by default private IP address, but if you're sitting inside this US data center, if you go and sit physically in this US data center, you touch that machine, you go and connect to that machine directly, you require only private IP. But you are sitting somewhere else, that's the reason this public IP is required, because you're connecting virtually or remotely to that machine. You're connecting to this machine virtually remotely. Okay, that's the reason you require public IP address. So any cloud will give you two IPs: public IP, private IP. Private IP is by default with that machine. Public IP is to connect that machine. Only for connecting the machine, opening the application, we use this public IP. We don't use it for any other activity. Inside the machine, every activity is done by private IP. Only this public IP is used to connect the machine, or if you want to open any applications, you want to launch an application in browser, then you require it. Fine. Copy this public IP and just type here SSH Azure user at the rate, okay, public IP address. Enter it. It will prompt for your password. It is asking, do you want to connect? Yes. Prompt for the password. Mhm. Azure user at the Linux machine. Azure user at the Linux machine. Fine. Azure user at the Linux machine. Fine. So this is how it is connected. Fine. Azure user at the Linux machine. Now the machine is connected. If you see, and if you want to type, just cross check host name -i is the command to check the IP address. See 10.0.0.4. Is it the same IP address which you have? 10.0.0. This public IP will not seen inside a machine. It is just to connect the machine, because we are connecting remotely. We are sitting somewhere else. We are connecting the remotely. So that's the reason you're getting this public IP. Now your machine is connected. You can do your activity. So simple. Okay, simple connection. Open your command prompt and hit your SSH user at the end and the password what you have kept it. Okay, you're connecting the machine. Same way putty also. Putty is also one thing. If you want to connect with your Windows, you can connect. Okay, here also what will use it in the putty, you should have a software in your system first. Okay, if you don't have, just download it. Okay, for the Mac I don't know it is there or not, you just cross check for the Mac. Okay, for me it should be there. Why it is asking to download putty? um, did I delete the software? Maybe I deleted that, I believe. Not here. um, I deleted that by mistakenly. It's fine. No issues. Okay. Let's go and get that. So search your putty. When you search it, you will get it here. Okay. Click on that putty. You will get it here, and then download for Windows. Okay. You get your Windows putty.exe. Go with the .exe. If you have some other operating system, go with some other operating system. Fine. Your putty is getting downloaded in downloads folder. Okay. Double click on that. That's it. You don't need to install it. Just download that file here. Okay. You'll get this one. You'll able to see it here. Okay. You'll able to see it here. Now let me open my machine. So now here same thing. What you'll do? What is the username? Azure user at the rate public IP address. Right. Copy it. Public IP address. Port number is 22. That's it. Click on OK. Accept it. And here just enter your password. Azure user at the rate 123. Okay. It is connecting the machine. Now just increase the font if you want to make change settings. Appearance, change this one in the windows, make it 16 so that it is text is visible. Fine. See here, it connected in the machine. Same command, Azure user at the rate password it is taking. So here enter the password, you'll be enter in the machine. I'm inside of the machine. See, I'm inside my Linux machine. You can check the IP address just to confirm is this my machine. Just cross. Simple way of connecting machine. Okay, simple way of connecting your machine. Okay, these are two different ways you can connect. One is with your command prompt. Open the command prompt and just hit SSH at that here, or you open your putty. Okay, open your putty. For the putty, just open this one. Here, just you don't need to type SSH. Already the connection is SSH here. Okay, just do Azure user at the rate public IP address and just open it. Okay, it will prompt for your password. Okay, and just type your password. That's it. Okay, it will open your password. Okay, initial and increase the text. If you want to increase the text, go to your change settings, appearance, and change the settings here and make it your 1620. Whatever the size you want, you can make it. Fine. Now you put it. So this is how two different ways you connect. Right. And the last way you can make a connection with your cloud shell. There is something over cloud shell. Can you see here the tab here? There's something called a cloud shell. It is saying cloud shell. Okay, you click on this cloud shell but it will take some time. Okay, when you click on this one to activate this, it will take some time. Okay, here you should say it will create a storage, etc. Let's create it, no issues. Click on create storage, etc. things. Okay, it will create that storage and etc. things because it requires some shell to be installed. That's the reason it's creating the storage for it. Click on create this one. It will take some time. Let it create. Fine.
Uh,
So this is
what
how
about
this thing.
Linux users?
It is same for Linux users only, right? It is
Yeah,
all
I
Linux
see.
machine.
Okay.
This is
So I'm having the physical Linux machine. So here, so can I use the terminal?
you can use the terminal, but physical, yeah, you can connect that,
Yeah,
and from
for
anywhere it will
connection, I'm
connect.
asking. Yeah,
Yeah, for connection it will work for anywhere. There also same SSH command will work here. What are the
exactly.
SSH command you have? Right? SSH user at that public IP address that will work
Yes.
because we don't require any such. Everything will be doing in the browser only. Okay, we don't require it. So here same command again. It will come same command. Whatever the command you have, SSH. What is that? You have right. Public IP address. Copy it. SSH Azure user at the rate. How do we paste it here? Here. Okay. You want to connect? Yes. Password connected to machine. But basically not required this one. You can connect with anywhere. Not it's not mandatory you have to go with Cloud Shell or you want to go with the command prompt. You have to go with root. Any medium. It's just a connection because it doesn't matter from where you connect. It matters what you're doing inside the machine. So you can connect with anything. I'm just showing you different ways you can adopt anyone. Fine, you can adopt any one of the ways to connect this machine. Either use your cloud shell, use your putty, or use this right? Or use your this. You also will be using same SSH. Right? In this again, there is a this is the username password, right? When you create a virtual machine, you have a SSH key connection as well. SSH key connection as well. Okay. Here you'll give your host as here you'll give host at the public IP address, and then after connection it will ask your password. It will generate a password for you when you connect it. Okay. It will generate a password. Anywhere it will ask the password. So these are three different ways you'll make a connection. One is with the command prompt, same SSH command. One is with your putty. Okay. One is with your putty. Second thing is third thing is with your cloud shell. Okay, with your cloud shell. Three things. Now let's assume your work is completed. Now either you can stop the machine if you're not using for some time, you can stop it or you can delete it. Okay, delete it. But this is single machine deletion. This is single machine deletion. If you want to delete it, it will delete the single machine deletion. So what are related to machine will delete it. But right now we created a resource group. Go back, click on your resource group, search. If you don't find it, search resource group. Here you'll get resource groups. Click on resource groups and see how many resource groups are created. For shell it created one, DevOps created, network created. So delete all the three. If you don't delete, it will charge billing, but for you it is a free tier account, it's fine. But after free tier account you have to delete it definitely. So click on delete resource group, see all the resources what it created, it is going to delete. So apply force deletion on the resources and then delete this one. Okay, it will delete the entire thing what it created. It has created multiple things under it. It will start deleting. You'll get the status. You'll able to see the status here on that deletion. Okay, see it started deleting it. Deleting it. So meanwhile delete other two as well. Okay, other two as well delete it because unnecessary charges will occur in the backend. Okay, though you have a free account it's fine, but still make a habit of deleting it. And then cloud shell. So what is the cloud shell? You opened it now. For that also it is charging. So delete the resource group. So go to resource group, click on that, give the name of the resource group and delete it. So all the three are getting deleted. So it will clean up everything now. Okay, your machine is getting deleted. Your resource groups, your resource group is getting deleted, and additional resource group like network and your shell, cloud shell resource group which you created is getting deleted. So under which what are the machine IP address, everything will be deleted now. Okay, it will clean up everything. Right? It will take some time to delete, but it will delete it. Right? So this is how you make your this is how you create your virtual machine. This is how you connect in different ways. You make a connection in different ways. Okay, one is with the command prompt, one is with the putty, one is the cloud shell, or any other shell you have, any other shell you have, you can make a connection with that. You can make a connection with that, right? Not only this, you can with anyone you can make this one, right? So now, so we'll do it. Don't worry. This I'll repeat it daily. Daily I'll show you how to create a machine, how to delete a machine, because we should become a hand should become free. Fine. So I'll show you this daily. Okay. But first create an account. I'll share the document to you. Okay. You work for that document. Okay. So create this account so that once you're comfortable with creating a machine, deleting the machine, and everything, we'll start your Linux practical. So we start your Linux practical. Fine. Meanwhile, in this gap, I'll cover a little bit of DevOps introduction. Okay, little bit of DevOps introduction part. I'll cover it. Okay. Any doubts? Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts? Any questions? Any queries? Okay, because watching is one thing, guys. When you do this one, it looks a little bit different. Okay, that experience is a little bit different. So put effort in creating it. Put effort in creating it. Okay, I'll add the screenshots here. So how to create, how to connect, and everything, so that it becomes easy for you to create that virtual machine. Fine. Any questions? Any queries? Okay, I'm keeping this short class very short. Okay, I'm not extending it much. So work on this part first. I'll drive you to the introduction of DevOps tomorrow. Then we'll jump into your Linux administration. Right? We'll jump into your Linux administration. Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts? Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts? All good? Yeah, you can use command prompt. No issues. Okay, I hope I gave this one. Fine. Okay. Okay, let's
Yes.
start. Fine. Okay. So we'll connect tomorrow same time. Okay. Slowly we'll extend time, but not early. Okay. 1 hour is enough for now. Fine. So they'll give you a document over your WhatsApp or your email. They'll send it to you. Fine. Maybe by noon you'll get it this one. Fine. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.